What if Bo was in BFDI? How would this work exactly? Well, let's just say that Davids are just some living people in the BFDI universe that do not compete at all, and the same applies to Yellowface as well, and Bo and Do are considered instead of David and Dora. To keep things simple, Bo, as well as Do, would have their same personality traits from Inanimate Insanity, with Bo being obsessed with chairs and Do being a rhymer. Moving on, Bo's chair commercial would play during BFDI 17 while the fake advertisements were on, and her audition would basically be the same as the one in episode 9 of Inanimate Insanity, and Do's audition would just have him rhyming. In BFDI 18, nothing would really change prior to the debut, and at the debut, similarly to Inanimate Insanity, people would find Bo funny and would want to vote her in, so she joins BFDI. The contest mostly remains the same, and she makes her opponents blink by hitting them with her chair. Fury blinks and burns the chair, while Bubble gets scared and blinks, but Pencil, she manages to avoid getting hit by the chair but also managing to keep her eyes open, and manages to give Bo a taste of her own medicine. The scores are still downgraded and don't change, even with Bo replacing David, so Fury, Pencil, and Spongy are still UFA. In BFDI 19, Pencil still gets eliminated, and right after she did worrying about the alliance being too small, similarly to episode 11 of Inanimate Insanity. Bo approaches Bubble and tells her that they can be friends, and Bubble gets rather uncomfortable because she nearly hit her with her chair, but Bo apologizes and admits she was only doing that for fun and to win the contest, in which Bubble accepts her apology, and Bubble then asks her if they want to form an alliance, in which Bo gets confused on what an appliance is, and tells her that they should be friends, in which Bubble confusingly accepts. Later in the episode, Bo and Bubble start to bond and hang out a lot more, which gets Ice Cube jealous. During the challenge, it mostly remains the same, but Bo gets slightly confused on what the unicycle does, which cause Bubble and Rocky to still be the first two to get immunity, and just when Bo gets the hang of it, Fury burns Bo just like he did with David in the original. When Bubble shows his who to be immune, instead of choosing Leafy, she chooses Bo due to them bonding earlier, leaving Leafy, Ice Cube, and Spongy up for elimination. In BFDI 20, Leafy is the first safe, Ice Cube is the second safe, and Spongy gets eliminated, and not much would really change, but Bo would call Fury and Leafy ugly, which would cause them to attempt to take Bo out, but manages to take out both Leafy and Fury, but Bo, however, gets sucked into the black hole. When all of the contestants are recovered, Bubble still gets immunity, and also shows his Bo to be immune with her again as well. This leaves Leafy, Fury, Rocky, and Ice Cube up for elimination. In BFDI 21, instead of the announcer saying that it runs on big yellow squishy contestants, let's say it runs on Bo's chairs, in which Bo uncomfortably accepts. With the vote differences, Pin would vote for Rocky instead, while Spongy would vote for Ice Cube along with the rest, but it wouldn't matter anyway, because Ice Cube would still be eliminated, and Flower would still rejoin. During the challenge, Bo would tell Flower that she's ugly, which would cause Flower to get mad, and punch her with her boxing glove, sending her flying across the earth, and end up at almost the exact same location, which was a tiny bit farther, but not far enough to get second or be immune. As a result, Leafy still wins immunity, but doesn't give it away because Spongy isn't here, and wouldn't feel sympathy for Bo since she is in a pact with Bubble. This leaves Flower, Bo, Bubble, Fury, and Rocky up for elimination. In BFDI 22, Bo sits on her chair, but the chain reaction causes Bo and her chair to fall onto the announcer and accidentally break him, which causes Bo to cry, which can still allow for Fury and Flower speaker boxes to come in. Even with Flower being a little bit worse last time, she still barely survives over Rocky, and Rocky still gets out, and Bo would be safe between Bubble and Flower. With Spongy not here, the contestants would hop onto Flower instead as they all hate her, but however, the volcano still erupts, which still causes the beauty contest to still happen, and Fury and Flower are still immune, which causes Bo, Leafy, and Bubble to be up for elimination. In BFDI 23, announcer still returns and Bo gets eliminated, and she got the same placement as she did in Inanimate Insanity. Huh? However, since Bo doesn't have any involvement with Cobbs since he doesn't exist, announcer wouldn't be harsh with her like Me Phone 4 was, and wouldn't trap her in a box, plus, it wouldn't matter anyway since there's already the TLC. With Bo's elimination, nothing would really change in this episode, except that Bubble would be a little depressed that Bo is now gone, but would learn to get over it, and would still win immunity which left Fury, Leafy, and Flower up for the final elimination. In BFDI 24, nothing would change. Even though announcer would still have a David cloner, since Davidians still exist, even with David not being a contestant. Other than that, and Bo being cheered that Flower got out, which caused Flower to shut Bo up, very little would change. In BFDI 25, not a lot would change, as Bubble and Leafy would still be the runner-ups and Fury still wins. But however, during the picking, Bo easily picks Bubble. Even if she got slapped, she didn't really care. All of the plot would still go on as normal, but Bo would say something to Flower that isn't very nice, and stands up for Bubble, which still causes Flower to go rouge and destroy all of the recovery centers, and after Flower pops Bubble and kills her permanently, she throws Bo into the incinerator next, killing her permanently as well, and Flower still gets crushed by the UFO. All of the events in this episode proceeded as normal. Honestly, I'm not sure what to do next with this, so at least for now, I'm going to leave it being. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this What If, and I'll see you in the next one.